glitch gremlins! It's me, Poppy Static, and welcome to another episode of What Did I Just Read? I have been gone for a little while, so I'm very excited to be back here with you. I it's a funny story. I'm gonna tell it quickly, but if you're just here for the book review, you can skip ahead. I'm gonna put a timestamp down below in the description. Um, Basically, 2 weeks ago, I walked headfirst into a traffic sign, um, and I hit my head. I cut it open. I have a mild concussion, and now I've got a really fun scar on my head. And yeah, so having a mild concussion, I couldn't really do much for a little bit. I was a bit like confused. Um, and then 1 week later, exactly 1 week later, I very publicly fell over a wet floor sign. And I really badly bruised both of my knees, and I have a bone contusion, which is like a bone bruise, and it really hurts. But yeah, I'm feeling better now. So I mean, clumsy Poppy, you know. But anyway, right onto it. Today is a very exciting episode. I'm very excited because today we are going to be talking about Code Revenant by Christopher Robertson. If you don't know Christopher Robertson, he is of sort of slasher indie novel horror fame because he wrote The Cotton Candy Massacre, which I read earlier this year. Very Summerween vibes, and it might be on my Summerween list, which is a video I'm going to put together very soon. And this novel is very important, and it's particularly important to me because it is Resident Evil sort of adjacent. It is survival horror adjacent. The paperback of the book even looks like a PS2 case, and it's so cool. I'm so happy I own it and it's on my shelf, and I'm very, very excited to talk about it. I bought it basically the day it came out on paperback, so I'm very excited. So I'm gonna try and make this as spoiler free as I can. Obviously there might be minor spoilers ahead, so if you want to be completely spoiler free, go right ahead and read the book. I'm like 100% recommending this for anyone who is fans of any survival horror. So I'm talking, if you're a big fan of any Resident Evil games, even the modern ones, or even like Dino Crisis fans maybe. I'm a long-term survival horror fan, and I've been playing since I was just, I think 4 years old was when I started Resident Evil 2 with my dad. And so I was so excited to see an author who, one, I know and I admire their work anyway, was also so interested in the survival horror genre and translating it into a book. So yeah, minor spoilers ahead. I don't think, off the top of my head, I have too many trigger warnings for this book, actually. Besides, obviously, scenes of violence and gore, as the original Resident Evil opening screen said, this game contains scenes of violence and gore, and so does this book. But yeah, so let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Obviously, as a fan of Resident Evil, there are so many things in this book that make me happy. I had such a blast. It's like a little nostalgia kick. It isn't Resident Evil, but it's like Resident Evil. It's like when you have a juice that reminds you of something you had when you were in your childhood. It's not the same thing, but it definitely is enough to kick you with the nostalgia and with the vibes of that. So obviously, basic plot of this book, we're going in, there has been some sort of viral outbreak. As with every Resident Evil game ever, there has been a viral outbreak, and a team is sent to investigate. And this team are, I don't want to say they're the most experienced with this type of thing. I don't think they are. And they head straight in. And one thing that I will say, it's not zombies. It's not zombies. It's not slow walking, having a little nibble zombies. Christopher Robertson has fully come up with their own like monster idea, their own creature idea, and how it evolves, what type of whether it's human or animal, how it like spreads to people. It's all very unique in design to Christopher Robertson. So you've got a very unique sort of creature that evolves from this virus. I would probably, the thing that it reminded me the most of while I was reading this was definitely like Van Helsing vampires, or weirdly, even the werewolves from The Quarry, where they sort of like burst out of their skin and then they're this weird little like naked, I don't know how, just naked gray skin thing. That's how it was in my head. Um, Obviously, everyone would visualize it differently, but there are some very fun kills in this from both sides, from Team Vamp. I'm gonna call them Team Vamp. They're not vampires, but we're gonna call them vampires for the sake of this video. Team Vamp, and obviously the good guys, quote marks. It gives you a lot. It gives you a lot for a really short book. I've got it right here to my hand, my paperback copy. It's like 220 pages ish. So it's you could probably get through it in a couple of days, depending on your reading speed, or but generally, like, it's an enjoyable time. It takes you through places. It gives you, there's a ship in there for you if you want a little bit of romance in your you know in your survival horrors. I'm talking Jill and Carlos, or Leon and Ada, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 type of ships. And obviously you don't have to be into that. It's not like such a huge part of the plot that you could just get past it, because the main focus is the kills, the gore, and getting through. The variety of weapons used in this, awesome. Very similar to going through a Resident Evil game. You get your standards at the beginning, handgun, knife, etc., and you move up to like shotguns and grenade launchers and like all those fun things. There's twists in it that I did not see coming. Very, very reminiscent of some things that happened in Resident Evil 6. Be wary of who you trust, in terms of this book, because your favorite characters might not be who you think they are. And yeah, I don't know. I had a blast. I had a blast. It was generally a fun time. Um, I want a sequel. Christopher Robertson, if you ever see this, I don't think you will, but if you ever see this, sir, please make me a sequel. Make it big virus spread like RE1 to RE2. I want these creepy vamps all over the place, all over the world. Heck, go Resident Evil 6, have it spread from America all the way to China. I want to see how these like creatures react in the world, you know. But so overall, I would probably give it a 4 out of 5 static bars. I would love to give it a 5. I really would. I want more. That's literally the only reason I would not give it a 5, is because I want more. I want this in a 500-page epic. I want this in a trilogy. I want more survival horror. But like I said, I couldn't recommend it anymore for anyone who is interested in it, in survival horror in any way. Honestly, like anyone who's interested in vampires or creatures evolving or gory kills, this is also one for you, with a tiny, teeny bit of romance in there, a little bit of flirting, and yeah, I think that's all I have to say about it. Obviously, I will put a link. There has been a link next to me, probably, hopefully, if my software works out as it should. There will be a link next to me where you can buy the book on Amazon. You can buy it on Kindle or you can buy it in paperback, but I 100% recommend the paperback because it's awesome and it looks like a PS2 book, a PS2 game, even in book form. And yeah, I think it's a good time and I 100% recommend it. But that was me. And this has been What Did I Just Read? Thank you so much for watching. I have a very interesting book lined up for the next one that I have already read all the way through because I was really excited to read it. And it is about one of my favorite topics, cryptids. What's your favorite cryptid, gang? Comment down below and let me know so I know what to talk about going into this next video. Mine's Mothman. I love moths. They're so creepy and so scary. Like in real life, I'm scared of them, but if I saw Mothman, I would want to hug him because he's very fluffy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and like and subscribe, obviously. Follow the channel for more book reviews, gameplay, and I'm actually working on a video for What Did I Just Watch? So it's going to be debunking and like, not debunking, theorizing about a film that I saw that was a bit tricky. So film stuff too coming soon. And yeah, have a good one, everyone. Don't forget to avoid the void entity at all costs. See you next time. Bye.